Hi guys, today I've got just a flip through of a flowish style journal that I've done for a swap on a Facebook group called Trashy Junk Journals. The idea being is that it's like the Flow magazines and books, but obviously we make our own up. So the idea being it's not a permanent binding, and that our partner can then take items out of it to use easily. I'm doing the international swap one, so the criteria for this one is 15 pages, then of course folded would make the 30. This one actually also is a scavenger one, because we've been asked this time to find various items like buttons, trees, birds, shoes, dogs, pineapples, and a broken piece of jewellery. So here we go. I've just done my closure like that with handmade paper string. Okay. The front, so the cover I've made from an exercise book or composition book, so it effectively is both sides, and I've stenciled, used paints, then stenciled, then doodled a bit, and then it does have Mod Podge over the top to seal it. Okay, and then we go in. Okay, so the inside, I have just used my mop-up sheets that I use when I'm doing stenciling. Okay, this is a flyer, I think that was from M&S. Then there's some wrapping paper, some packaging, some bulb pictures. They're off a packet of bulbs. This is from a place setting in a restaurant. This is a cardboard divider that you use in files, in folders, and that I've just basically stenciled on. Again, this is just junk come through the post. This is from a vintage book. That's from a last year's calendar. Then we have a postcard and some more junk mail, or that's actually packaging from I think, yeah, from some Dutch biscuits. That's an envelope that's been stenciled on. That's some vintage embellishments. A serviette. One of the criteria is trees, so you will find all through it that I've items like trees, shoes, etc. Okay, this is just an envelope that I've pinned on, and then 3 tags that I've made from, again, from packaging. Either food packaging or just packaging, basically packaging from anything. Could be cereal packets, anything. That's scrapbooking paper. It's another serviette. One of the criteria was dogs, so we have some dogs, doggy pics. The same with the shoes, birds, more shoes. That's marbled paper that I've done. That's actually like a bamboo paper. Again, a calendar, and that's a tag again from packaging. That's a greeting card, wrapping paper, printed papers. Again, printed paper. That's a placemat, and then in there we have some tea-dyed papers, some frames that I've stenciled. Again, serviette. That is tissue paper, and a handmade paper clip that doesn't want to go on. That's what that means. That again is scrapbooking paper. That's all sorts of different embellishments inside there. Stickers, a vintage print of a vintage greeting card, postcard. Stickers that I have used the dyes and then spritzed with water. Serviette, again some peel-offs, postcard, another postcard there from greeting cards. These are just die cut embellishments and some photos that I had. And that is a die cut, some washi tape, again that's from an old diary, some stickers. So again, they're from magazines, I believe. And again from magazine, that's scrapbooking paper. And there's some little gift tags, postcard. This is some assortment of tags, die cuts, again made from packaging, and that's some A to Z map pieces. An envelope made from junk mail, vintage papers, there's some tea dyed papers and text. And then we have some vintage pattern pieces. I think that was from a Vogue pattern. And then some trivia cards. And that is all that's in there. And then I have included a few extra tags. Again, just made from packaging. And then one of the criteria was a broken piece of jewellery. This isn't technically broken, but it doesn't have the necklace with it still. And then buttons. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.